What's cracklin', everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list. Each episode, take a cereal, put it on the tier list, so you know how good it is. I'm your host Tucker. In this episode, Lucky's back for his fifth try with chocolate Lucky Charms. Now I say fifth try because obviously you've watched all the ones before this. We've done 4 other variations of Lucky Charms, which if you had told me beforehand, before all of this, that was a thing, would have been very shocked. But we've got our highest ranked cinnamon vanilla Lucky Charms. It's like a Christmas themed one, very good. And then in the C's, we have normal and fruity, the normal Lucky Charms. I haven't mentioned it in a while, I feel like, but that's kind of the exact middle. Are you better or worse than Lucky Charms is a good starting point for figuring it out. And then very low down, we have Lucky Charms Frosted Flakes, which you may recall jumped between the rankings a few times because I just could not make up my mind about where it should land. So anything could happen with this one, but I expect it to probably be around the C, like the normal. I don't think this is going to be a Lucky Charms Frosted Flakes scenario. Let's just bust it open though. Get into it. Yep, smells pretty good. It reminded me of Count Chocula. Because, marshmallows and chocolatey pieces. Looks like the ratio is going to be the same as it is with all the others. So it's a bit of a bummer, but to be expected. Let's just get in. It definitely looks weird to see the Lucky Charm, not the marshmallow pieces, the normal pieces. I'm blanking on it right now, but seeing them chocolate covered is definitely throwing me off. But hopefully, taste wise, it's a good time. It tastes a lot like a Cocoa Puff, actually. Pleasant surprise. So as I mentioned, gotta compare first, is this better or worse than normal Lucky Charms? I've gotta say, yeah. At this point, having the flavor in the pieces is obviously much better. The strawberry ones also had that going for them. It just, it was strawberry, so it was a little strong, and I don't know, it didn't mesh as well. But this one, going a lot better right now. So, it honestly might be better, even tier-wise, not just, initial thought-wise, than those two. It's been a while, so I don't quite recall how the other versions of Lucky Charms sagified, but these ones definitely are getting squishy and very quick, or medium quick. It's not crazy like some of the other stuff we've done, but it's definitely to a noticeable amount. So that's a little off-putting. I'd prefer it to be a little more consistent or even a bit crunchier, but that's not too terrible of a thing. And it looks like we got some chocolate milk now, so we're gonna take a taste of that. Yeah, just like how the pieces remind me of Cocoa Puffs, this is also doing similar things with the milk. Yeah, chocolate and milk. Good time. This was a good job, Lucky. I'm real proud of you coming back with this one. You've done well. So yeah, this is definitely better than normal Lucky Charms was. And maybe I just did a really good job, sparing with having the marshmallows, but I had decent marshmallow count the whole time, which was good. But what helps with that is because the pieces are that chocolate flavor, you're more likely to also be okay with eating those, or a lot more, or just having those pieces. So that really helps you keep that ratio the whole time. So then when you reach the end and the marshmallow pieces have been in there for a little bit, you kind of get that same feel you'd get if you had hot cocoa with marshmallows in it, where marshmallows get that like outer texture of being in the milk for a sec with the chocolate flavor. Very good time. Ends pretty well with that. Just the only downside being the chocolate pieces do kind of sogify. So I think what I'm going to do here is have chocolate Lucky Charms be a bee tying the cinnamon vanilla Lucky Charms for the highest ranked version of the Lucky Charms. How many times can I say Lucky Charms? It works very well. If the normal pieces weren't so bland for traditional Lucky Charms, this would maybe not be as noticeable of a jump enough to bump it up. But because that's kind of the main complaint with them, and in this one, you're turning them into chocolate pieces, which is proven chocolate works well in cereal, and it's similar to Cocoa Puffs, a very highly ranked chocolate style, not trying to do anything weird with that. Those are big points for it. So yeah, it just goes to prove that Lucky is just all over the board, but he can really bring it home when he needs to, so good job. Chocolate Lucky Charms, it's a fun cereal. It's like having hot cocoa, but it's in a bowl and it's not hot. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe in the comments below. Post your general thoughts. Let me know if you've tried chocolate Lucky Charms. This is probably more likely to have tried than the Frosted Flake version or the cinnamon vanilla version. But if you have had this in the cinnamon vanilla version, let me know which one you'd rank higher in the B category. And if somehow you, like me, have now tried all 5 versions of Lucky Charms that I've done, give me your list of how they go. And Lucky Charms Frosted Flakes is probably going to be at the bottom of everyone's list, but you never know. If somehow chocolate was worse than it, that'd be wild, and I would love to hear why that is. And also, I'm actually kind of glad that this is a family-sized box, because I normally try to just get the normal size, because obviously cheaper. But when it works out where it's a good cereal, I'm very glad to have had this happen. But until next time, stay delicious.